Welcome to a really special episode that we have here. Greg, great seeing you.
Good seeing you, Brandon.
We have Andri Orphanides with us here today.
Live and in person.
This is the first time. This is the first time we've had an in-person one. Yeah. So everything normally we're all virtual, but we're here at the 2026 Inspection and Mechanical Integrity Summit. And I'll tell you what, day one here has been pretty awesome. I know, Andri, you had a lot to do with this. How was the whole setup and lead up to this?
Oh my God. We've been working for probably 2 years. I feel like as soon as the last summit in 24 ended, we started work on the 26th. And I asked the wonderful planning group that you guys saw up on stage this morning, people like Brent, Ray, and Mason Thomas, and Travis Harrington, and Mark Carton. I know I'm going to forget somebody, Raphael, and Agatha, and Blaze, and somebody correct me. Somebody tell me what the other, if I forgot somebody. But we had a really great planning committee team. And what I asked on 2024, and I said, you know what, because the next one is our 10th, none of you can go anywhere. Like, you have to stay and you have to help plan the 26th one, because I want cohesion. I want people who kind of are already in the flow with what we've done and how we're doing things, so that the number 10, we can just concentrate on making it bigger and better and adding more value to these. And so that's what we did. And they promised me they would come back. We lost one person. I think it was Matt Cassidy, who was with us on 24, who just his job got busy. And so we brought in John Harville, and he was great, helping to balance out the downstream. And so, but other than that, we had a really great crew who came back.
It seems like it's worked out well. I mean, it's as you said, it's bigger, and I mean, there's so many more people here.
So how many are at this one? How many registrants?
Oh, last I checked, it was just like 2,063.
That's awesome.
About
give or take. So yeah, we broke 2,000 yesterday.
Okay.
Which was exciting, because typically we don't get a lot of on-site registrations like that many. And so to have broken 2,000 for this, I feel like we're already ahead. Never mind that we added an energy exchange. Never mind that we added the Petrochem Track. Never mind that we had all these technology showcase things going on. Like, it's been amazing.
And all the panel discussions.
And 23 panel discussions.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And all the training.
And all the 21. Thank you, Greg. You want to just take over?
No, you're the big kahuna for this, Andri. This is your show, girl.
21 trainings that we started out with yesterday. Sunday, we started out with an incredible golf tournament that we hosted for Hope for the Warriors. We helped raise over $25,800 for our veterans. So that's amazing. You know, there was a little bit of time there leading up to the golf thing where I was like, are we going to be able to pull this off? And then, sponsors came in, and golfers came in, and I think everybody was just kind of like, is API going to pull off this? But we had a really great group behind us. We had Jeff Major, who was leading us in the golf. We had Brent again, who was helping there, Mark Cart, who was helping there. And just a whole bunch of really great companies coming out to help sponsor. And Hope is really great. So if you haven't had a chance to check out what Hope does, they're really great, and they do great things for the veterans, and they're national. They're not just like a local, charity.
How did you guys get hooked up with Hope?
Honestly, I did a search. People were like, let's do a charity. And I was like, okay. And they were like, make it veteran. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And I just was like, let me pick the best veteran organization that I can find. And, people started throwing out names. People started throwing out names at me, do this one, do that one. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. And I just kind of made a list, and then I did a search myself, and I was like, I don't know, this Hope one really looks good. Like, and I did my due diligence. I checked them out on what is that, charity one where you can rate where they rate charities. And they had a really high rating.
That's awesome.
And so I had to do my due diligence, take it through API legal too, because I can't just decide like where API is going to work partner with a charity. But and they came back and they gave me the thumbs up, and I was like, all right, let's go.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I love those rating things too, because they tell you how much of the money actually goes to the recipients versus administrative people pocketing the money.
Right. And you really want to look for that when you're working with the charity and when you're wanting to partner or donate or anything. You want to see how much it's actually going to administrative costs and how much it's actually going. And they had I think they had a 94 rating. So after that, I was like, okay, as long as the legal approves this, let's go.
You were in.
Yeah.
So Andri, for the benefit of the listeners to understand what the summit is, that may not be familiar with it, how many different tracks are there, and do you remember the names of the tracks?
That's mean.
You're just trying to quiz me. So, first of all, if you don't know what the summit is, I mean, it's an incredible opportunity. It's probably the premier industry event for oil and gas and mechanical integrity that exists, and you should be here. So if you don't know about it, you should get to know about it.
100%.
It's been this is our 10th, so this has been going on for 20 years. And yes, we do have things divided into sort of like the divisions or segments from downstream, midstream, upstream. We have a multi-sector track that's kind of like that catch-all, if you will. And this year we added the petrochem. And then as we divide each of those into further subcategories, the ones that we have tracks that cover like NDE, we have tracks that cover corrosion and metallurgy, we have a track that covers asset integrity. And then sometimes when depending on what's going on, there's special tracks too. So this year we added the digital transformation to multi-sector. So that seemed to be like the right on point thing to do at this point in time. We have syngas in the petrochem track. We have unmanned aerial systems in the downstream, because that seems to be, the new thing to look at and pay attention to. So I mean, there's like 19 different tracks to follow if you're here. So there's something for everybody. And this year we also made sure that we were looking at whether that somebody who was a beginner, so you could choose your track and choose your level that you wanted to go to. So if you're a newbie in the industry, you could go to all the beginner stuff if that's what you wanted to do. You could go to the intermediate stuff if that's what you wanted to do. You could go to the advanced stuff if you felt like you were, 20 plus years in the industry and you wanted to make sure you got the most out of this. So I'm telling you, man, we put everything behind us.
Yeah,
it shows. It really does. It's been really great this first day here. So, and the app has been fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, the app's been around.
It has.
It has been.
But I don't know. I don't know if you changed something, but it feels like it feels easier to use this year.
I agree.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. How many different presentations or talks are there? Do you know offhand?
343 this year. We received an incredible response to the abstract submission. Like, we had over 500 presentations. So when you saw how many volunteers were there to review, to help put this all together, they had over 500 abstracts.
It's wild.
To whittle down to the 343 that have made it here today.
Yeah.
So speaking of volunteers, how many API staffers, which obviously they're not volunteers, but the how many people does it take?
I put them all to work.
How many people does it take to pull off something like this?
I mean, a lot. I mean, you saw this morning at the keynote session, we had slide after slide. We have moderators, we have day managers. Obviously, I put all my staff, 4 of my staff members, and then we've got the meetings team. We've got a whole slew of meetings folks who are helping us execute this and plan this and set up for all of everything you see around you right now.
It really is. It's a community. Yeah. It's a really tight-knit community. Yeah. Sometimes I forget about how there aren't many degrees of separation between the people here, are there?
No, for sure.
Yeah, you can't walk through. I was just telling somebody, you can't walk through, from one place to the next without running into 4 or 5 people that you've seen before and talk with them. And Yeah, it's busy. I mean, I know when
and people that you haven't seen in a while, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you remember meeting them at the last summit.
I just had that. I literally just had that. Guy came by the very, and I was like, "What's up? I saw you at the last one."
Yeah.
It's just kind of like that thing. You see everybody, catch up, and go hang out and talk about what's going on.
Did you all catch the keynote speaker? He was phenomenal.
Yeah, so talk about that.
Shawn was amazing this morning. He talked about disruptive generative AI.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a new phrase that everybody learned this morning. And if you weren't there, he was phenomenal. Like, I'm going to go and disrupt all my work on Monday and see how that works with my boss. Honestly, I'll call Shawn if I still have a job.
Be careful with that.
Yeah, it was really good. There was a lot of really, really good pieces that he had in there. So, how'd you get hooked up with him? Was he another one where you just kind of were researching, or?
So I actually had the privilege of being at a credentialing industry conference where he was a keynote speaker.
Yeah.
And this was just before his book, The Bold Ones, came out. And he talked about being bold and being disruptive and go disrupt the workplace kind of thing. He's changed his, meaning and what he's putting out there just a little bit from that talk, but where I met him 3 years ago. But I was just like, oh my God, we have to have this guy come to the Inspection Summit. I mean, the way our industry is changing, the way, technology is coming in.
Yeah.
I actually wanted him for 24, but we didn't get a chance to kind of really vet him out and look at what he was doing and have everybody kind of be okay with him coming in 24. So I said, you know what? He's probably going to be perfect for 26. It's our 10th edition. He's going to be amazing. And I think we knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. The topic was so relevant.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of people that were happy with it, man. They were really glad they came to them. And that's another thing about this, the content. I mean, I saw a lot of references to AI and statistics on
Did
in
anyone
the
count
presentations.
how many times we said AI in like how many sessions?
I can't count that far.
Even just as we're walking around, it could probably have been 1,001 billion right now.
But the other thing that's really cool about it is how well it's balanced.
That's a real number.
Is how well it's balanced with the foundational stuff too. The corrosion engineers, the inspectors, the integrity operating windows, the RBI, the on and on. So I think it's a really good mix of first principles engineering presentations, along with the AI and the statistical stuff, the pushing the borders of the frontier in technology and innovations.
Yeah, I mean,
you've done a great job. You and your team.
We had Mark Froelich, who was working on our digital transformation with Mason. I mean, the guy he did make sure that we got really good he went through his network like most of the track leads and everybody does, and he just went to task with making sure we had really good sessions for that part too. Not that anyone else wasn't just as great in any of their tracks. And I would say Jeremy, I think he was new. He'd never been a lead before, so he kind of approached it probably like an engineer would. I don't know. He thought about what kind of things he wanted the petrochem track to cover, and then he thought about who in his network and with his group that he put together would be able to deliver on that. Yeah. And then he just started telling them, you got to submit an abstract. Like, you have to submit an abstract, and you have to submit it.
And he just pestered them and got them to do it.
He just was like, you're going to talk on this. This is what I pick this topic, and you're the one who's going to talk about it.
What was the driver for starting up the Petrochem? Was it feedback that you guys had gotten? Was it something that the group, the coordinating group put together?
For sure, feedback. I mean, it was sort of a little bit peppered into the tracks before, and so I think with the 2020 after 2024. The group just came out and said, we probably need our Petrochem to just be its own track.
Yeah, that's awesome. I agree. True.
So I'm already looking at 28.
I was literally just about to say. So what's going to happen after this? So is there a vacation planned? Is there some time off? Or is it straight in?
I mean, again, day one has been amazing. So day two, I mean, hopefully it's going to be just as amazing. We've got just as many technical sessions going on. I really am trying to get through this week. We have a new chair coming on. Travis Harrington will be taking over as chair of our 28 Inspection Summit. Mason Thomas is going to be taking over as vice chair. So, I thought I'd give him like a day or two and then, see if they wanted to start planning 28,
Some Monday phone calls are going out.
Yeah, Monday. I think Monday.
It's funny. It's parallel with turnarounds. They say you start planning a turnaround at the end of the current turnaround.
So he's totally used to it. Totally used to it. Hey, did you guys see the guy, like girls with the pink shirts? That's from This One's for the Gals. I almost forgot about that.
Oh, is that Wimmy?
This year, This One's for the Gals. So they are a wonderful organization. I think, if you have a chance to check and see what they do, because they work with all these high school female students who are interested in STEM related fields, and they take them out to do things like this and other things. A lot. They do a whole curriculum on welding. They do a whole curriculum on, kind of all these other topics. I mean, if you wanted to support them, that's a really great organization. So we got about 15 high school girls who came in to see what the summit was about today. We also had a group of students from the mechanical engineering department at the University of Texas in San Antonio who came as well. We hosted them. So yeah, I think one thing for 28 is to see how we can engage with more students, more of the young group, and bring them in.
What did you say the group was for the girls?
This One's for the Gals.
This One's for the Gals?
Yeah, that's the name of the.
And are they just local here in San Antonio, or are they regional?
They're based in Corpus Christi.
Okay.
Actually, so they drove down here.
Okay.
Awesome. Spread the love.
I don't know if is that down or out for. I don't know.
Well,
is it over?
My Texas history is a little slow, so
I think it's down.
Is it down? Okay, all right. So I was right.
But anyway, I think it's great, and it's good for people to become, especially young people, to become more familiar with the careers,
they all
the
want to be
possibilities.
Like we talked to half of them.
The opportunities.
I got a chance to talk to half of them earlier. They're all going into welding.
That's great.
That's awesome.
That's great. My wife wanted to go into welding back in the day.
Did she?
Yeah.
Did she do welding?
She's the nurse.
Oh, she's close. Pretty close. I don't know.
I guess.
It's close.
It's a stretch.
Yeah, no, Andrew, this has been fantastic. Really appreciate all the effort, all the work that you guys have put in over the last 2 years. We look forward to the next one. Look forward to tomorrow. Anything we got to look out for tomorrow?
Three graybeards panel.
Three graybeards. Yeah.
Hey, how did you forget? Greg's going to be.
You're going to be John Reynolds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So we got
John Reynolds,
we
Ray
got that one.
So and Clay.
Problem is, you're the only one that doesn't have a gray beard.
It's in there.
It's getting
it's sprinkled.
Peppery. It's a little peppery.
Gray. It was less gray before I started working with Greg.
I'll take credit for that.
So start out. Everything. From 3 gray beards to any one of the panels.
Yeah.
You probably go to tomorrow to any one of the technical sessions.
Well, the cool thing about the 3 graybeards is we are going to do podcast format.
Yeah, but
that's going to be interesting. Are we recording?
We're not recording it.
Oh man.
No, but we will take we'll have people be able to ask questions and be able to engage. So it'll be really good. So
and we've got another 2 really great energy exchange sessions going on in the theater there. We've got another set of emerging technology showcase during the lunchtime. So
I really like the emerging technology being right there in the middle. I think that's a great setup for people walking by.
Everything's happening. No,
so
that's our new theater
Yep.
style, if you will.
Yep.
It's a little bit more open. It's more kind of in the action.
That's right.
So that's new. That's Matthew Cunningham, who works in the meetings and does a lot of our exhibits or so.
Yep.
That really was the way he wanted to design it this year.
I met him earlier. He was
cafe,
great.
That's also his idea. That's new too. The cafe that's in there as well. Yeah.
So that's good. And you mentioned the energy portion. We'll talk about that one.
The energy exchange. So this, Brent, who you should probably also talk to. He was like, he's always wanted to do these TED type of things. Every year he kept coming back and saying, we should do this, we should do it. It should be this way. And I said, you know what? You've been let's do it for the 10th. Like, you've been talking about this for probably 2 summits. Let's just plan it and do it.
I love it.
And so, yeah.
You keep it fresh, Andri. You keep it fresh.
I just take people's ideas and I try to make them come true. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all I'm doing. Really.
You're a facilitator.
That's what I do. I'm a solution. I offer solutions.
Well,
she's an instigator.
I could be that too. I could be that. Yeah. I prefer facilitator. But,
facilitator. Yeah.
All right.
Well, great. Well, Andri, thanks so much for joining us. I know you're super slammed running around everywhere, but appreciate you taking a few minutes with us and
absolutely.
talking about everything.
Anytime.
So, all right.
Good seeing you, Andri.
Yep.
Yeah. This was so much fun.
Thank you for listening to Upon Further Inspection, a mechanical integrity podcast. This episode was co-created by Inspectioneering and Core Solutions. Our producers are Nick Schmoyer, Jocelyn Christie, and Jeremiah Wood. This podcast is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal or professional advice. Listeners should seek their own qualified advisors for guidance. If you enjoyed this episode, please join us next time wherever you listen to your podcast. Until then, stay safe and stay informed.